we are going through very difficult time, but our management decided to take you all of you a virtual classes on the behalf of YouTube channel. So students, at first you all of you subscribe the school channel from YouTube, and today we are going to start the first chapter from your biology section of science, that is the fundamental basis of life. Yes students, the fundamental basis of life, as you all of you know that the fundamental unit of life, that's your first chapter. Before going to start our today's lecture and your sleep topic, we are going to discuss some view about the science. So students, at first, what is science? Being the students of class 9, it is immensely important to know that about in science you have to study about the physics, chemistry and biology. So students, let us first start about the science. So students, science, what is science? Science is our basic attempt. Yes students, it is the basic attempt to know about the mystery of the nature and all the incidents that happens in our surrounding. How, what and why. As for example, how many living beings are found in our environs, as well as the number of incidents such as the duration of day and night, and what is the main cause of the changes of season time to time. But students, here the term science was derived from the Latin word, that is the science, that means to know or knowledge. Yes students, to know or knowledge. So what about we gain about the knowledge or to know about which kind of articles? Students, here we know about the all the mysterious events that happening in our surrounding or in our nature. So after defining the science, we are also going to know about who is the father of science. Yes students, that is immensely important to know about the father of science. So students, the father of science is regarded as Aristotle, and in Hindi he is also regarded by the name of Arastu, but in English language we write here Aristotle. Aristotle is regarded as the father of science. And one thing more important students, who gave the term science? Term science, the name of the scientist who gave the term science. Then students, Lamarck and Rayleigh. These are the two biologists. Either about the Lamarck in higher classes, you study about the Lamarck, he gave many of the evolutionary theories. They are the scientists who gave the term science. Now students, what are the head branches of science that you all of you study in your class? There are three head branches of science. What are they? Physics. The second one is the another head branch of the science is chemistry. And the third one is the biology. Okay students, I hope you all of you will consider in science you have to study the different topics related to these subjects, the physics, chemistry and biology. Not more about physics and chemistry we discuss here, but I want to give the fathers of these subjects, the name of fathers of these subjects. Then Isaac Newton is regarded as the father of which part of the science? Physics, because many principles, laws are introduced by the Newton, so he is regarded as the father of physics. Now students, the father of chemistry, then Antoine Lavoisier. Yes students, Antoine Lavoisier is regarded as the father of chemistry. Now students, we are just going on my topic and my subject, the father of biology. As students, you all of you know who is the father of science? Yes, very good. Aristotle. Aristotle is regarded as the father of science and also the father of biology. Yes students, he is also regarded as the father of biology. And one more interesting fact about the two head branches of biology. Yes students, there are two more head branches of biology that you all of you study in higher classes. The one of them is zoology and another is the botany. Yes students, the botany. So what is biology and what part of science that, and in we study what kind of, you can say that, surroundings or what kind of natural things in that particular branch of the science. Students, as the name bio, the term bio is derived from the Greek word that means life. Yes students, that's why biology is also known to be the life science, study about the living beings and study about living beings. Now students, there are two branches are given, are reported, head branches are reported by the various biologists. On what purpose? Students, there are the fact we are talking about in our lecture, that is the zoology. This is the also Greek word students, the zoo, that means animals. What? Animals. And students, logy. Logy means to study about. To study about. Is that clear? What is zoology? The study about the animals. In short times, you can say that is the zoology. Now students, what is botany? This is the term that is derived from the Greek as well as the Latin word both. First of all, we are going to discuss about what is the Greek word from which this head branch of biology is derived from. Then students, the Greek word botany, that means plant. Okay students, that means plant. Botany is the Greek word that means plants. So students, the study about plants, trees, herbs, shrubs, climbers, as you all of you study in your previous classes, that are included in this head branch of the biology. Now students, the Latin word bous, this is also known to be derived from the Latin word bous, that means to graze about. What is students? To graze about. And you all of you very well know that what is the meaning of graze. Yes students, the animals like cows, buffaloes, goat graze the grasses. Yes, that is the head branch of the biology under which we study about such living beings that are used to be grazed by the animals as well as ourselves. As for example, we also eat many kind of grasses. Yes students, many kind of grasses. It is not amazing about. For example, coriander, yes, that is a herb. Spinach, also a herb. We eat many kind of such plants and fruits, vegetables. So students, this is the more about zoology and botany. Now also discuss who is the father of these head branches of science. Then students, the father of zoology, also Aristotle. Yes students, the father of science, Aristotle, the father of biology, Aristotle, and the father of zoology, also Aristotle. Now students, who is the father of botany? Then students, the name comes as Theophrastus. Yes students, he is known to be Theophrastus, but we write and pronunciate according to their name as Theophrastus. Yes students, Theophrastus is regarded as the father of botany. Now yes students, Theophrastus is regarded as the father of botany. Now students, we are just going to talk about our first chapter, and I hope you all of you know more about the science and different head branches of science. So students, our today's first topic is cell and its discovery. When, how and by whom the cell was discovered, in what condition, and by which biologist or by which scientist, we know very well. The cell. Or you can only write here cell, but cell is very unique part of any living beings. That why here the cell. So students, first of all we are going to define what is cell. The cell is the smallest structure functional and structural and functional unit of. Why I called the smallest structural and functional unit, we will know in this lecture. Students, as you all of you know that to make a house or a wall, there are many kind of things are needed, and in which the most important is that the bricks. Just like a wall is made up of many number of bricks, many number of bricks unite to make a wall and a hall. Likewise, students, the cell, many number of cells unite to form an organism body. That's why, students, the cell is regarded as the structure and functional. Students, as you all of you studied in previous classes, the animals are categorized into two categories: unicellular and multicellular. Yes, students, what are unicellular? The animals whose body are consist of only one cell, that are unicellular, whereas more than one cell are known as multicellular. So, students, each and every cell has ability to perform their own kind of function. Yes, students, their own kind of functions. That's why here we define the cell as the smallest structural and functional unit of life. Okay, students, I hope you all of you understood the definition of the cell very well. Now, students, the another topic we are going to discuss discovery of cell. And students, we will discuss about this topic in our next lecture. So wait with curiosity, and we will meet